Hello, I'm Daryl.
I'm Jennifer.
And we're the Vicente family. At the beginning of the year, we were excited to learn our Italian exchange student would be joining our family for the spring 2021 semester.
Being first-time parents to our Italian daughter was an exciting opportunity and challenge. With us being family-oriented people, we knew that she would fit in perfectly. In just 4 months, we have been to baby showers, birthday parties, cookouts, prom dress shopping, and we even took a trip to San Antonio, Austin, and Waco. And now that she's a part of our family, nobody wants her to leave.
We've appreciated ETC's involvement throughout our journey. We received great support from our coordinator, Chelsea Green, and our local host family community. ETC has also given us the opportunity to show off our family through social media contests. And because we had such a great overall experience, we have a surprise for y'all.
We're expecting to host again for the 2021-2022 school year to our Chilean daughter.
We want to continue this great experience and incredible journey and hopefully inspire the next generation of host families to take on this adventure.
Thank y'all for letting us show our growing family.
Bye!
Hey guys, Marissa here, and I just wanted to come on and tell you guys a little bit about Lily. Who's Lily? Lily is our foreign exchange student from Germany. And when we first heard about the foreign exchange student program, we thought a lot about it. We had a lot of questions, but we decided just to dive in. And with ETC, the agency that we went through, they've been super supportive. And we brought Lily into our lives back in December, and it has been an amazing experience. She's become like part of the family. Our kids have learned so much about her country and just how different things are around the world. And we have thoroughly enjoyed it. We've decided that we're going to take on a foreign exchange student every year as long as we can. And through this experience, I decided to join the ETC team and recruit other host families for these great kids. So it's a nonprofit organization. They're super supportive of their host families. And I just want to encourage everyone, if you have the opportunity to be a host family, you will enrich your life and enrich the lives of your children through the experience. And you will make the dreams of these foreign exchange students come true to get to come to America and see what Americans are about and how our country is different from theirs. And you'll get a whole new kid in your family. When she leaves here, I guarantee you we'll keep contact. We love her family, and it's been one of the best experiences we've ever had. So if you have a spot for another kid, if you have a little bit of love to expand to another child in your home, I highly encourage that you do it.
A person contacted us because I am a Girl Scout leader here in Frankfort, Kentucky, and she had a student who wanted to become a Girl Scout. So it turned out that we weren't able to host her because she was already picked for a different family. And then, but she had already piqued her interest about becoming a host family. So we contacted her back and said, we know that student has already found her host family, but we're interested in finding another student for us.
Yeah. Gaia, we had started off with having 4 or 5 students that we looked at all their profiles and all their interests and likes and so forth, and then we kind of myself and Angela and her daughter Nikki kind of looked them all over, and then we kind of rated them our favorites. And we sort of exchanged them back and forth, and the 3 of us agreed on Gaia as far as our likes. So it's kind of a little bit of a process of elimination and things that they liked, activities that they could get involved in, her likes, and then matching up with our likes. So that was the one thing that we all agreed on. We were like, all the arrows pointed towards her, so then we just kind of discarded everybody else as it kind of went along. So, and that was exciting for us because neither one of us revealed what the other one was thinking, who the other one's favorite was.
We had several months of contact with her and her mom and her dad prior to her coming here. So that was nice.
Yeah, we was explaining to her what her room may look like, what how it would be decorated, and kind of asking her input on it, if she liked it, if she didn't like it.
We were so excited. We were just trying to get her room ready, and we were decorating, and we were just waiting, and I don't know.
The anticipation was probably a little more nerves for her. I was on an even keel. I mean, I was taking it day by day, but she was like, every day I hope it's but that's a good thing, because her heart was so in it.
Things that you worry. Is she gonna like us?
Right.
You know, why she's coming to Frankfort, Kentucky, which is a little bitty, city, and she ended up just loving it here. And so I was just worried about certain things like that. And all of my worries I had no reason to worry about them at all, because it wasn't an issue ever.
We were all anticipating, so I think we showed up like maybe 2 hours early. And the way that the Bluegrass Airport is designed is that when incoming flights come in, it's on an upper level. So that they come down to where you'll meet them. So it's kind of like we're looking at their feet, and then you see their knees, and then you see their middle, and then you see their face. We were so excited to meet her after corresponding and seeing all her pictures that she sent us.
And she was excited too. As soon as she came down the escalators, we hugged her. She was just excited and ready to go, and she was like that the whole time. Yeah,
she complimented on how brave she was, having to fly all that way by herself, because that's huge, to leave the comfort of your family, your home, everything you know, to come here to meet, in essence, strangers. That's why we tried to comfort her and give her as many reassuring words, and her mother too, leading up to the point when she left to come here. She made it easy for us, because as soon as she got here, met her at the airport, we got in the car, put her bags in the car, left the airport. We're about 5 minutes into the car ride, and she looks around and she says, "It is so green here." That was one of the things she noticed first off, of how green the trees, the hills. I don't know if it's not that way there, because it's very mountainous, very snowy at times. Probably 9 months out of 12 it's snowy there. But she just loved the green and was amazed by it. And then about maybe 20 minutes into the car, maybe 15, outside of the little town of Versailles, Kentucky, there is a castle, which a lot of people know about, and you can look it up, the Versailles Castle. And she saw that. She thought, "Oh my gosh, there's a castle here. Who lives there, king or queen?"
She spoke very well when she came here.
Oh, yeah.
We thought. Now, she didn't. And at first, there were times where we had to get the phones out to try to figure out what the words were in translation. But that only happened the first couple weeks. And then, I mean, we thought she did an amazing job.
Her enunciation started really good, and it got excellent.
Jim would always be like, "Oh my gosh, you're using these big words now," and would make her laugh and smile. But she would learn new words and use them, and we were just always just excited and happy for her.
It was just fun watching her pick up on the language and watching her pick up on the pronunciation and the enunciation on certain words.
She loved to travel with us. We took her to New York City, and so she loved that trip. We went to Disney on New Year's Eve, and which none of us knew that's the busiest day of the year at Walt Disney World, and it was so packed. And but we had a great time, and
we went to Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
We went to Gatlinburg.
Yep.
I mean, we just took her in our lives. We explained to her that we were very busy, and she says she loved that, just being busy, and so we just did that, and she fell right in.
Yep. She was very quick to volunteer, to help put away the dishes, to help clean up the plates when we were done,
she helped cook
and help clean and help cook, do the groceries in. This was not even something we had to ask. She generally she volunteered almost every time on her own, and she always volunteered to do stuff with us. She never said like, "No, I don't want to do that," or "I'm not interested." That was never a problem.
I put everything on Facebook,
Yeah.
even with my own child. And then when Guy came out, I was like, I'm sorry, Guy, I'm going to be taking your picture all the time. You're going to be on Facebook. Well, everyone in Frankfurt's on Facebook too. And so we would go to the grocery store and just random people would come up to her and just say, how's tennis going? Or how's it going with crack? And she would answer them, but I would be like, you're such a celebrity here because everyone knows you, like, and everyone's following your story and our story. And she loved that, I think, and we did too. And she was a celebrity here with the other girls who came, because we had several that came from Italy, and so.
What was a cool experience for her too is that it is a small town, but it is the head of the government here for the state of Kentucky, and so that was an easy transition for her to kind of pick up on how American government and politics run too. So within the first 2 weeks, she had the awesome opportunity of meeting the governor. She was excited about seeing the historical buildings that have to do with politics. The state capitol, the governor's mansion, the Capitol Annex building, and all the historical things that go with it. So she got a little bit of best of both worlds in that regard. She taught us the difference in the food. I had thought that we get the Americanized version of Fazoli's, of our pizzerias and stuff like that. And one night we were talking about different kind of Italian dishes that we wanted to make for her that we could. And either myself or Angela has suggested taking pasta and putting chicken in it, or with Alfredo sauce. And the look on her face was priceless. And she just looked at us and she said, "You put chicken in your pasta?" We thought that was normal. No. She said, "In Italy, we never do this," or Alfredo sauce.
Her dad likes to cook, and so we would meet through Instagram or Skype, and we would just exchange recipes, but we would actually cook together on the phone, and which was a great way for Gaia to get to see her dad and her parents, and then it was good for us too because we got to learn how to cook. So we still do that. We just cooked with her on Saturday. We made she wanted to cook an American dish, so we made a meatloaf, which they loved, and then we're gonna do it again. We cooked 2 weeks ago with her mom. We made a cake, and so we're gonna do it again and cook an Italian dish. Thank you. We're grateful to ETC too for this experience. It was amazing. It really was.
I really wanted to have a daughter. That was like the big deal for me when picking a student. And I also wanted my boys to get to experience, being around exchange students like I had growing up. And so it was like the absolute best decision that I've probably ever made.
Lottie told me things that she hadn't even told her natural mother. And I'll never forget the first time Bella told me she loved me. I was cooking supper and she comes into the kitchen and says, "Caitlin?" And I say, "Yes, Bella?" And she said, "I love you very much." And I said, "Well, I love you too, Bella." And that just melted my heart.
I had boys and no plans to have another kid ever again. So I thought, why not host a girl and get that opportunity? And I got to form these relationships. I got to experience, shopping for prom and doing all the girly things that I didn't think I would ever get to do.
My oldest is on the autism spectrum, and the struggles this year were real as a teenager. And when my son was really struggling, the person he reached out to was Habib, his brother from Mexico. Zach doesn't have a lot of friends, certainly not close friends in his age group, but Habib and Gabe are his best friends. Both Gabe and Habib regularly schedule time to get online and play video games with them. They talk several times a week. I am so thankful for the relationships Zach has been able to form with his brothers. I'm thankful for this experience and what it's meant to my family.